Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's pretty obvious now that the British state, the establishment, are making us go down the road of becoming a Islamic state. Oh, indeed. If it wasn't obvious with the millions, the droves of fighting age men that have come here from third world countries, if that wasn't enough to persuade you, then what about the banning of dogs in local parks? What about the banning of breeds that they are talking about now? What about making rural areas and country towns less racist by forcing multiculturalism, in other words, Islamic migrants, into those areas? What about the pubs that are under fire? What about the farmers, especially those with pigs? What about those that are under attack constantly? When you weigh all this up and have a look at the blasphemy laws that have been brought through the back door of this Labour government, and you see the comments that William has made recently, and also the refusal of our king of the Christian nation, England, or the United Kingdom, Britain, whatever you want to call it, the king of the Commonwealth, the leader of the faith, the head of the church, refusing to give an Easter message, yet not so long ago delivered a full-on Ramadan speech with an Eid special at the end. If that doesn't tell you that we are heading towards becoming an Islamic state, well, let me add some more news to you. You are aware, aren't you, that years ago, or perhaps 5 to 6 years ago, that the House of Lords drawn up terms of surrender drafts, just in case a final caliphate was to form and try and take over Britain. Well, if you didn't know, you know now. And that is commonly known over in the United States of America. But of course, here in Britain, our eyes are covered, our ears are shut. Why? Because we're too busy fighting amongst each other. This establishment has had us wrapped around their fingers for far too long. And it's time for us to stick it to the royal family and stick it to this establishment and tell them who this country truly belongs to. I don't believe we have until 2029, or the time that we have for a general election. We must take action. I'm not calling for violence. I'm just calling for unity, common sense, to wake up. We must take London. And again, I'm not calling for violence, but either way, something has to give. And those with big platforms, they should be the ones that reach out to the public and arrange this. If they don't, then they too themselves show exactly what they're in it for. It's that, or Britain is finished. If we do not do something about this, we're done.